Magandang araw ulit sa inyong lahat. Ngayong araw na ito ay tuturuan ko kayo kung paano mag-solve ng sequences and series. Bago ang lahat, tuturuan ko muna kayo paano natin ma-identify kung ang given example ay sequence or a series. Halimbawa, meron akong example na 1, 3, 5, 7. Ito ay isang halimbawa ng sequence. Bakit ito isang halimbawa ng sequence? Dahil it is separated by a comma. So therefore, this is a sequence. While kapag nilagyan ko ito ng plus, halimbawa 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, then this is a series. So again, the only difference is it is a sequence once it is separated by comma, kaya lang kapag ito ay nilagyan na natin ng plus or minus, therefore ito ay series. Halimbawa, meron akong 1, negative 5, 25, negative 125. Ito ay isang halimbawa ng sequence. Bakit? Dahil ito ay separated by comma. Ngunit pag nilagyan ko ito ng plus, ito ay magiging isang series na. So, ang kaibahan lang ng dalawang term na ito, ang sequence ay separated by comma, kaya lang kapag series naman, pinag-uusapan natin na ina-add natin yung given sequence. Ngayon, tumungo naman tayo sa pag-identify ng first 5 terms of a defined sequence and give its associated series. Halimbawa, meron tayong defined sequence na 10 minus 3n. Ang una natin gagawin, isa-substitute natin ang value ng n equals 1, n equals 2, n equals 3, n equals 4, and n equals 5 to the given sequence or defined sequence. So, isulat muna natin. So, 10 minus 3. So, instead na n ang isusulat ko ay 1. So, ang ginagawa po natin ditong property ay substitution property. Dito naman, magiging 10 minus 3 times 2. Sa pangatlo, 10 minus 3 times 3. Sa pang-apat, 10 minus 3 times 4. At sa pang-lima, 10 minus 3 times 5. So, yung bawat n, pinaltan ko lang ng lahat ng value ng n na 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, kailangan natin i-simplify para makita natin kung ano ang first 5 terms ng defined sequence. So, 10 minus 3 times 1 is 7. 10 minus 3 times 2 is 4. 10 minus 3 times 3 is 1. 10 minus 3 times 4 is negative 2. And 10 minus 3 times 5 is negative 5. So, therefore, ang ating sequence or first 5 terms ay 7, 4, 1, negative 2, and negative 5. Ngayon, ang associated series natin ngayon dito ay, pag sinabi natin associated series, i-add lang natin lahat ng number. So, 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 1 is 12, minus 2 is 10, minus 5 is 5. So, therefore, your associated series, or AS, is equal to 5. So, magbigay ulit tayo ng susunod na halimbawa. Ang ating defined sequence ay 6 minus 7n plus 2n squared. Again, ang una natin gagawin ay isusulat natin or isa-substitute natin ang values ng n equals 1, n equals 2, n equals 3, n equals 4, and n equals 5 to the defined sequence. So we have 6 minus 7 times 1 plus 2 times 1 squared. 6 minus 7 times 2 plus 2 times 2 squared. 6 minus 7 times 3 plus 2 times 3 squared. 6 minus 7 times 4 plus 2 times 4 squared. And 6 minus 7 times 5 plus 2 times 5 squared. After that, sisimplify na po natin ang bawat isa. 6 minus 7 times 1 is negative 1. plus 2 times 1 squared, that's 2. So negative 1 plus 2, the answer is equal to 1. 6 minus 7 times 2, 7 times 2 is 14. 6 minus 14 is negative 8. 2 times 2 squared is 8. So negative 8 plus 8, the answer is 0. 6 minus 7 times 3, 7 times 3 is 21. And 6 minus 21 is negative 15. 2 times 3 squared is equal to 18. Negative 15 plus 18, the answer is 3. 6 minus 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28. 6 minus 28 is negative 22. 2 times 4 squared, the answer is 32. Negative 22 plus 32, the answer is 10. 6 minus 7 times 5. 7 times 5 is 35. And 6 minus 7 times 5 is negative 29. 2 times 5 squared is equal to 50. Negative 29 plus 50, the answer is 21. So, ibig sabihin po, ang ating sequence or first 5 terms are 1, 0, 3, 10, and 21. And ang ating associated series, we will just simply add this one. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 10 is 14, plus 21 is 35. Okay? So, kumako naman tayo sa application ng sequences and series. So, lagi nating tandaan, ang madalas na ginagamit ng mga sequences and series ay arithmetic and geometry. Pag arithmetic sequence, meron tayong formula na a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 plus times d. Pag kinukuha naman natin ang arithmetic series or kinukuha natin yung sum of the given arithmetic sequence, gumagamit tayo ng formula na s sub n equals n over 2 quantity 2/8 sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. Or, kung given naman yung first at last term natin, pwede natin gamitin ang s sub n equals n over 2 quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. Kung geometric sequence naman, gumagamit tayo ng formula na a sub n equals a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. Kung kukunin naman natin ang sum of the given geometric sequence, we use s sub n equals a sub 1 quantity 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. Ang una nating example ay find the sum of the first 15 terms of the arithmetic sequence, negative 25, negative 20, negative 15. Ang una nating gagawin, i-identify muna natin yung given. Sa problem natin, hinahanap natin ay sum. Kung makikita natin, since sum of the given arithmetic sequence, we are going to get s sub 15. Why is it s sub 15? Kasi po, ang hinahanap natin ay first 15 terms. So therefore, n is equal to 15. Ngayon, sulat natin yung formula para malaman natin ano yung mga kailangan nating hanapin. S sub 15 is equal to n over 2 quantity 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Meron na tayong value ng n. Ang hanapin naman natin ay a sub 1. Ang a sub 1 natin or ang first term natin ay negative 25. Meron na tayong n. Yung d, para makuha natin, isusubtract lang natin yung second term sa first term. Ang second term natin ay negative 20, isusubtract sa negative 25. Negative 20 minus negative 25. Pag dalawang minus, magiging plus po ito. Negative 20 plus 25, the answer is 5. So ngayon, pwede na natin i-substitute. So instead of writing n, ang isusulat natin ay 15. So we have 15 over 2. 2 times negative 25 plus 15 minus 1 times 5. So, ang ginawa lang po natin dito ay substitution property. Ngayon, i-simplify natin ang lahat ng nasa parentheses. 2 times negative 25 is negative 50. Plus, 15 minus 1 is 14. 14 times 5 is 70. Then, let's rewrite 15 over 2. Negative 50 plus 70, the answer is 20. So now, we can now simplify. So s sub 15 is equal to what? So 15 times 20, you're going to multiply 15 times 20 and the answer is 300. Divided by 2, the answer is 150. So therefore, the final answer to the given problem is s sub 15 or the sum of the first 15 terms of the given arithmetic sequence is 150. Halimbawa, ang susunod nating example or problem ay the third term of a geometric sequence is negative 18 and the sixth term is 486. Find the second term. So, sulat natin yung given. Ang ating given ay third term. So, a sub 3 is equal to negative 18 at ang ating sixth term, a sub 6, is equal to 486. Ang hinahanap natin ay a sub 2. So, ngayon, ang una natin kailangan gawin para ma-apply natin yung a sub n is equal to a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1, kailangan muna natin malaman yung first term. So, para malaman natin yung first term, kailangan muna natin itong i-denote as first term at ito i-denote as fourth term. Bakit ko naging fourth term? Kasi from a sub 3 to a sub 6, may apat na terms. So, meron tayong 3, 4, 5, 6. So, bago makapunta sa 6, merong apat na terms. So, ibig sabihin, pwede nating i-denote to as a sub 4. So, from that, pwede nating ilagay a sub 4 is equal to a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. Meron tayong value ng a sub 4 which is 486. Para makuha natin yung value ng r, ang first term na dinenote natin is negative 18 r raised to, ang n natin ay 4 minus 1, that's 3. So, para makuha natin yung value ng r, divide natin both sides by negative 18. So, 486 divided by negative 18, the answer is negative 27. Ngayon, kailangan natin kunin ang cube root of both sides para matanggal natin yung cube. So, therefore, r is equal to negative 3. So, may value na tayo ng r which is equal to 3. So, pwede na natin hindi gamitin itong ating dinenote. So, meron na tayong a sub 3 which is equal to negative 18, a sub 6 which is equal to 486, and r equals negative 3. Pwede natin gamitin ang a sub 3. So, meron tayong a sub 3 is equal to a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. So, imbis na a sub 3, sa substitute natin negative 18 equals a sub 1, r, ang r natin ay negative 3, ang n natin ay 3 minus 1, that's 2. So, we have negative 18 is equal to a sub 1, negative 3 squared is 9. Divide both sides by 9. So, therefore, your first term is equal to negative 2. Now, to find the second term, we will be having a sub 2 equals a sub 1, r raised to n minus 1. Your first term is negative 2 times your r, which is negative 3. N natin is 2 minus 1, that's 1. So, negative 2 times negative 3, the answer is 6. So, therefore, your second term is equal to 6. Ang susunod nating halimbawa ay the first term of an arithmetic sequence is equal to 200 and the common difference is equal to negative 10. Find the value of the 20th term and the sum of the 20th term of the given sequence. Ang una nating gagawin ay susulat natin yung given. Ang ating given ay a sub 1 which is equal to 200, common difference which is equal to negative 10, at ang hinahanap natin ay a sub 20 and s sub 20. Simulan natin isolve ang a sub 20. So we have a sub 20 equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times b. Substitute natin. Instead na isusulat natin ay a sub 1, ang isusulat natin ay 200 plus n. Ang n natin ay yung subscript na 20. Minus 1 times your d, ang d natin ay negative 10. Equals 200 plus 20 minus 1 is 19 times negative 10, that's negative 190. 200 plus negative 190, the answer is 10. So, ang ating 20th term of the given problem is 10. Now, sulat ngayon natin ang s sub 20. The formula is s sub 20 equals n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. Bakit naging ganito na yung formula natin? Kasi po, given na yung first term na 200 at ang last term na 10. So, pwede na tayo magdiretso sa ganitong formula. Substitute natin. So, it will be 20 divided by 2 quantity, first term 200, last term 10. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 200 plus 10, the answer is 210. So therefore, S sub 20 is equal to 2,100. So ang ating sagot sa ating problem na ito ay the 20th term of the given sequence is 10 and the sum of the 20th term of the given sequence is 2,100. Halimbawa, sumunod nating example ay an arithmetic sequence has its 5th term equal to 22 and its 15th term equal to 62. Find its 100th term and the sum of 100th term of the given sequence. Sulat natin ang ating given. Ang ating 5th term is equal to 22. At ang ating 15th term is equal to 62. Ang hinahanap natin ay A sub 100 and S sub 100. So, kagaya na sabi ko sa inyo, kung hindi given ang first term, para malaman natin yung first term, kailangan muna natin i-denote itong given natin as first term. At ito, pang ilan ba yung 15? From 5 to 15, ilan siya? So, that's A sub 11. Kasi meron tayong, pag binilang nyo, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, merong 11 terms. So, pwede natin i-denote to as A sub 11. So, pwede natin isulat ngayon ng A sub 11 equals A sub 1 plus N minus 1 times B. So, sulat natin, ang A sub 11 natin ay 62 equals, ang A sub 1 natin is 22 plus, ang N natin ay 11. So, 11 minus 1, that's 10. D. We don't know the value of D. Transpose natin ang 22, magkakaroon tayo ng 62 minus 22 equals 10D. 62 minus 22 is 40 equals 10D. Divide natin both sides by 10. So, ang value ng D natin ay equal sa 4. So, nakuha na natin yung value ng D which is equal to 4. So, pwede na natin hindi gamitin yung denote natin ngayon. So, pwede na tayo magsimula sa A sub 5 equals to A sub 1 plus N minus 1 times D. Para malaman natin yung first term. So, A sub 5 natin ay 22 equals to A sub 1 plus 5 minus 1 is 4 times your D which is equal to 4. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 22 equals A sub 1 plus 16. Transpose natin ng 16 to the other side. Magkakaroon tayo ng 22 minus 16 equals A sub 1. So, therefore, your first term is equal to 6. So, meron na tayong first term na 6. Ngayon, para malaman ng A sub 100, apply natin ang A sub 1 plus N minus 1 times D. Ang first term natin ay 6 plus 100 minus 1, that's 9, times 4. So, 6 plus 99 times 4 is equal to 402. So, therefore, the 100th term of the given sequence is 402. Now, to find the sum of the given 100th term of the given sequence, we're going to use N over 2 times A sub 1 plus A sub N. Kasi given na yung first term at saka last term. Ang N natin is 100 divided by 2. Ang first term natin ay 6 plus yung last term natin ay 402. 100 times 2 is 50 and 402 plus 6, the answer is 408. Now, multiplying 408 by 50, the answer is 20,400. So, therefore, ang sum of the given 100 term, the given sequence is 20,400. So, ang sagot sa ating problem ay the 100th term is 402 at ang sum naman ng 100th term ay 20,400. Our next example is find the sum of all odd integers from 11 to 457 inclusive. Pag sinabi nating inclusive, ibig sabihin kasama yung 11 at 457. Pero pag sinabi kong exclusive, hindi kasama yung number na binanggit. Since sinabi ko inclusive, kasama yung number na to. Pero magiging kasama lang siya kung ibig sabihin kung siya ay add integers. Pero dahil add integers ng 11 at 457, pwede nating sabihin na a sub 1 natin or first term is 11 at ang last term natin ay 457. Dahil ang pinag-uusapan ay add integers, maaaring ang kasunod ng 11 ay 13, 15, makikita na agad natin kung ano ang common difference. At ang common difference natin ay 2. Ngayon, kailangan nating maalaman ang value ng n para makuha natin yung sum of the given arithmetic sequence. So, sulat natin yung a sub n equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Instead na isusulat natin a sub n, sulat natin ay 457 equals 11 plus n minus 1 times d, which is 2. Transpose natin ng 11, it will be 457 minus 11 equals to, distribute natin ng 2 inside the parentheses, it will be 2n minus 2. So, 457 minus 11, the answer is 446 equals to 2n minus 2. Transpose natin ang negative 2 sa kabilang side, it will be 46 plus 2 equals to 2n. So, your 2n is equal to 448. So, therefore, dividing both sides by 2, we can now get the value of n, which is equal to 224. Now, ang susunod ngayon natin ay yung s sub 224. So, s sub 224 is equal to n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. Bakit ulit ito? Kasi given ang first at saka last term. Ang n natin ay 224 divided by 2 times 11 plus 457. 224 divided by 2, the answer is 112. And 457 plus 11, the answer is 468. Now, let's multiply 468 by 112. And the answer is 52,416. So, therefore, your S sub 224 is 52,416. And that's the final answer. So, ang ating sagot sa ating halimbawang ito is 52,416. Halimbawa, find the sum of the first 8 terms of the geometric sequence 3, 6, 12. So, again, let's write the first term. The first term is 3. And then, we are looking for S sub 8. Okay. So, the formula is S sub 8 is equal to A sub 1, 1 minus r raised to n, all over 1 minus r. So, ang kailangan lang natin ay A sub 1 at saka r. So, at saka n. Ang n natin is 8. Ang r natin, we just simply divide the second term to the first term. Our second term is 6 divided by 3. The answer is 2. So, we have r equals 2. Let's substitute. So, you will be having 3. 1 minus 2 raised to 8. All over 1 minus 2. So, let's simplify. 3 times 1 minus 2 raised to 8. The answer is negative 765. And 1 minus 2 is equal to negative 1. Therefore, your S sub 8 is equal to 765. So, the answer sa ating given problem ay 765. Okay, halimbawa, ang ating real-life problem na ito. A truck transports 600 kg to the market on Monday. From Monday to Sunday, the amount of vegetables the truck transport increased by 15% per day. What is the total amount of vegetables the truck transport in a week? Ang una natin gagawin is isusulat natin ang first term. Ang first term natin ay 600. Ngayon, ang rate natin or ang R or common ratio natin ay nag-i-increase ng 15% per day. So, therefore, ang common ratio natin ay 1.15. Bakit 1.15 at hindi lang 15? Kasi nag-i-increase siya ng 15%. From 1 whole, which is 1, nag-increase ng 0.15, kaya mag-a-add tayo ng 0.15, kaya naging 1.15 po ito. Ngayon, ang tinatanong, what's the total amount of vegetable the truck transport in a week? Since in a week, ibig sabihin ng n natin ay 7. So, kukunin natin ang S sub 7 equals to A sub 1, 1 minus R raised to N, all over 1 minus R. Substitute natin. So, we have 600, 1 minus 1.15 raised to 7, all over 1 minus 1.15. Simplify natin yung nasa taas, 600 times 1 minus 1.15 raised to 7 is equal to negative 996.0119. And 1 minus 1.15, the answer is negative 0.15. So, i-divide lang natin para makuha natin ang S sub 7. Divide natin by 0.15. The answer is 6,640.08. So, therefore, ang sagot natin sa real life problem na to, na total amount of vegetable the truck transport in a week is 6,640.08. So that's all para sa ating discussion regarding sequences and series. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig sa ating discussion ngayong araw na ito. So hanggang sa muli, thank you and happy math learning.